Welcome back to finals day here at the Kumamoto Masters, a Super 500 event on the HSBC BWF World Tour. After the women's doubles, we turn our attention to men's doubles and two former world #1 pairs. Fajar Alfian and Mohamedurian Ardianto in a record-breaking 9th Super 500 final up against the former world champions, Hoki and Kobayashi. Well, this is the draw from the quarterfinal stage. Only 3 seeds, 1 in the bottom half, 6 different flags next to the players' names. All Indonesian affair in the top half of the draw, which sets up a very nice final indeed between two former world #1 pairs. Well, as far as the race to the World Tour finals is concerned, Fajar Alfian and Mohamedurian Ardianto, by virtue of their final here today, will go up to #3. They will qualify along with the top 2, Astrup and Rasmussen, and last year's champions here, He Ting and Ren Xian Wu. So to the All England champions, Fajar Alfian and Mohamedurian Ardianto are playing in their first Kumamoto Masters. They were the #2 seeds last year, but withdrew before the start of play. I was mentioning that this is a 9th Super 500 final for them, which is a record in the men's doubles discipline. Astrup and Rasmussen have contested 8 finals, Gideon and Sukamuljo 7. Mind you, Gideon and Sukamuljo won all 7 finals that they played at this level.
And next, Hoki,
the former world champions, Takuro Hoki and Yugo Kobayashi, trying to create a little bit of history today and become the first Japanese men's doubles pair to win a major title on home soil. Twice they've been in a World Championship final. They were silver medalists in Basel in Switzerland in 2019, and 2 years later won gold in Huelva in Spain. This is their first final of the year for the left and right-handed combination from Japan. This is an 8th meeting between these two pairs, as you can see. Of the previous 7, it is the Indonesians who hold the slight advantage.
You stay here, okay?
Not only did they hold the advantage, Alfian and Ardianto have won the last 2 meetings. The last time was in the semi-final of this year's All England Championships, when Alfian and Ardianto went on to win their 2nd consecutive All England title. Not only was it a 2nd consecutive, it was the first title since their previous All England title. Fajar Alfian is 29 years of age, 5'10", and whilst they're currently #5, they were world #1s for 41 consecutive weeks from the end of December 2022. Recently married, Mohamedurian Ardianto. He's 28 years of age, 5'8". He was married, in fact, on the 28th of September. Not long ago at all, to former women's doubles player Sudirman. Now, they've been taking the full distance twice, in the 2nd round against Man and T from Malaysia, and then in the quarterfinal against their teammates Fikri and Martin, and then in the semi-final, more teammates Fernando and Mulana. So to the former world champions, the #6 seeds, Takuro Hoki, who's 29 years of age, from Yanai in Yamaguchi, and not the tallest of athletes. 166 is about 5'4", and their world ranking has gone down rather to number 9. They spent 14 weeks as world number 1, and that, like their opponents, was back in 2022. They played last year but lost in the second round as we look at the left-handed Yugo Kobayashi, who's also 29 years of age, from Miyagi. And they've had a perfect path through to today's final. Haven't dropped a game, but it should be pointed out that they haven't played against a seeded pair. All unseeded combinations. Well, our umpire for this one is Ardianto of France, Chuyan Yu Chen of Chinese Taipei, the service judge. Tang Kim-he on the Japanese coaching bench.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Takuro Hoki and Yugo Kobayashi, Japan. And on my left, Fajar Alfian and Muhammad Rian Ardianto, Indonesia. Takuro Hoki to serve, to Muhammad Rian Ardianto. Level, play.
So the former world champions and home pair of Hoki and Kobayashi getting this men's doubles final underway. Well, I'm immediately looking towards the leg of Takuro Hoki because he was wearing strapping on his calf muscle earlier in the week, and I'm not sure he's wearing any strapping today.
No, I don't think he is.
Well, that's good news, isn't it?
That's positive signs.
True love.
Good serve out wide.
Service over. 1, 2.
Well, whatever happens in today's final, I think this is a confidence booster for Hoki and Kobayashi, who started the year remarkably well. 5 semi-finals in their first 5 World Tour events of the year. Then Hoki picked up a knee injury, and he really did get affected by that.
Service over.
Yeah, you're right. No matter the result today, they're back in the contenders department.
Definitely. Incidentally, before we get really embroiled in this men's doubles, I was saying that a 9th Super 500 final is a record in men's doubles. But do you know who holds the record for most Super 500 finals? It's a different discipline, obviously.
5, 2.
Okay, give me a little time.
Okay. can tell you that in singles, it's Ratchanok Internon with 11 finals. So that takes another discipline out of your calculation.
And then it's even more finals in the doubles. Wow.
Yeah. This is a good start by the Indonesians.
Yeah.
I'm going to put you out of your misery.
Yeah, thank you.
Guangdong Ping, 14 finals at Super 500 level.
Some in mixed and some in women's doubles.
7-2.
I think that's just mixed.
Just mixed. Wow.
In fact, I'm sure it's just mixed.
Yeah. 14.
14. Won 7 of them, lost 7 of them.
8-2.
Well, this is not the start that the home fans wanted, especially having seen the women's doubles home pair get absolutely dominated in the previous final.
And it's in double quick time.
It's over. 3-8.
That's lovely racket control
Service
from
over.
Ardianto.
9-4.
Super play by the Indonesians. They're really hard to beat when they have their favorite position with Ardianto at the back.
Service over. 5-10. Service over.
Serves in the mid-game interval.
11-5.
And it's a 6-point advantage for Alfian and Ardianto against the number 6 seeds, Hoki and Kobayashi. Fantastic start by the Indonesians.
Play.
So 11-5, the advantage for the number 3 seeds, Alfian and Ardianto. That's gone wide. And I would suspect, Steen, that the first thing that the former world champions, Hoki and Kobayashi, need to do, well, for a start, they need to be better on their return of serves. But I can hardly remember when they've had an opportunity to attack.
Exactly, and that's the whole problem, that they lose the service situation and they never really get back to it.
Well, they're challenging this, the Indonesians.
Challenges called in.
Indeed, it was in. Well done, line judge.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Service over. 6-12. Play.
Yeah, lifting again.
But also a really nice service return from Ardianto there. No nonsense, just play it straight over the net. The dip below the top of the tape. What can you do as an opponent?
What a difference when they get the shuttle going in a downward direction.
Yeah.
8-12.
Good service return again from Ardianto.
Broken strings.
Service over. 13-8.
That was a nice little twiddle with the racket after missing that shot.
He's played some really nice third shots as well, Ardianto. Just past the front court player. Here he comes forward, secures the attack.
Wow, brilliant net shot. Superb.
That's magnificent.
15.
And that's why he's the preferred front court player. Alfian.
And so far they're looking really sharp. We don't know exactly how much is due to the drifty conditions. We've seen Hoki and Kobayashi a lot in this tournament, and they've looked good. Haven't seen the Indonesians played on the adjacent court and played fellow countrymen.
Drive serve.
16.
It looks like they're ahead in terms of thought process compared to Hoki and Kobayashi.
Didn't gain any advantage with the flick serve.
Over. 9-16.
Awful shot. That shot awfully short. That flick.
Pushes long of the back line.
10-16.
Well, this is not an insurmountable deficit. 6 points. We saw a player yesterday come back from 10-17 down. In a deciding game it was too, to win the match. So this is far from over.
11-16.
Did well to take the pace off the third shot there, the Japanese. That's made it difficult for Ardianto. If he's getting it with pace, then it's easy for him to control it.
No,
but I agree with you. I would also challenge it, if not for anything else, then just to break the rhythm.
Ready to receive.
Oh, we couldn't tell that.
Couldn't see it.
Oh, I thought it may have landed in. Seriously. Of the 8-point deficit, now down to 4. Make it 3.
13-16.
Well, what's the longest rally in this match so far? 8 shot or something like that?
Well, it's not many, is it?
No.
Very short rallies. Yep, we started the women's doubles with some marathon rallies, 39 and 57 shots, the first 2 rallies of the women's doubles finals. Just wide, challenge here from Hoki and Kobayashi.
Hoki challenges.
I saw it as wide, but then the shuttle jumped back in to the corner. I think maybe that was what tricked Hoki and Kobayashi.
No, clearly wide.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remains. That's over. 17-13. Play.
So the run of points halted at 5 for the Japanese pair.
We've seen very little of Hoki at the net in this first game here compared to the rest of the tournament.
Good return of serve, I like that brush.
Oh!
That was nice too.
14-19. Service over. 20. Get point. 40.
Well, it hasn't produced the fireworks that I'd been expecting this opening game.
No.
Kobayashi.
Service over.
First game point, well saved. And another 5 opportunities for Alfian and Ardianto. Second opportunity is converted. 21-15.
21-15.
Well, right from the onset of the opening game, it looked as if Alfian and Ardianto were quite frankly a pace above their opponents. 21-15 in 18 minutes.
Second game, level, play.
So here we go with the second game. Hoki and Kobayashi, the former world champions, they've got to lift their games if they're to make any sort of impact on this final, because quite frankly, Indonesians were just a pace above the Japanese pair in their opening game.
1-love.
And it's going to be interesting to see if it's reversed here in the second game. If it's due to the drift alongside the court that the shuttles arrive a little bit earlier. I like that Hoki was up on that net shot there, because that's his preferred return, Ardianto. Just play it, block it straight over the net, and Hoki's got to close that down.
Service over.
Good service return from Alfian again. And I think it would be good for the Japanese if they could vary their placement of the low serves a little bit, so it's not so they don't get into a rhythm, the Indonesians, knowing where the serves are being placed.
3-1. Service over. 2-3. 4-2. Service over. 3,
You know, it's shots
4.
like that that look to me like a player who isn't match fit. And there's no reason why he's not match fit, Hoki.
Yeah, but there's this injury that he had to his knee, and so how much has he been able to practice and so on?
Yeah, but he did play both the tournaments in Europe, the Arctic Open and the Denmark Open.
He did.
Challenge here from the Indonesians. I'll be surprised if that's overturned. Line judge was absolutely right.
Successful. 1 challenge remaining. 6-3. Play. Service over.
Well, that serve was dispatched
4,
with ease.
6.
Yeah, look at that again. That was very loose indeed. The first one was a brilliant interception from Ardianto, from Alfian.
Service over. 5-7. Thank you.
Haven't won a title since the Singapore Open, this player from Japan. Singapore Open last year, I should hasten to add.
5-7.
Oi. Good follow up by Yugo Kobayashi.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Look how he's already moving forward before the return was even played. Great anticipation.
He's got an amazing arsenal of returns by Alfian, and from watching Ardianto lately, he's also varied his service returns when Hoki, he closed down the short straight block.
Good defense.
over. 9-6.
That's a lovely turn of the shot from Kobayashi.
Encore. 9-6.
The change of ends might make a difference within the rallies.
Yeah.
No, I think you're right.
Those little pokes from the mid-court area is
Yeah.
a little bit easier. You get the upper hand when you play it from the far side of the court.
And that's a good flick serve.
11-6. Interval.
And the home pair of Hoki and Kobayashi go to the mid-game interval with a 5-point advantage.
Play.
So 11-6. Make that 12-6.
12-6. Service over. 7-12.
Right play by Hoki. Tries to change it here, but requires so much precision.
Longest rally so far at 27 shots. Wow.
Good service return.
13-7.
Now, if you remember, Steen, there was a brush return of serve from Kobayashi in the opening game, and I mentioned it and said I liked that.
Yeah.
And there it was again.
Yeah. Almost no swing.
Yeah.
Well, there is no swing. It's just sort of deflecting the racket, using the speed from the serve.
8-13.
Oh, that's brilliant. That is fabulous from Kobayashi.
Over. 14-8.
Once again, anticipating well. In he goes. Makes the difference.
Again, he stepped up his game
Very
on
much
the front
so.
court.
During the opening game, and you and I have watched Hoki and Kobayashi earlier in the tournaments in the second round against Utama and Isfahani. And I thought, and I think you verbalized, that Kobayashi had really played well.
Yeah. Wow.
Certainly has stepped up a pace, hasn't he?
And he definitely, and also when he comes to the front court, it looks more natural than when Ardianto does the same from the Indonesian side. They pretty much have the same role, but I think when he plays well, Kobayashi, he's quite strong at the front court as well.
Nice angle.
Service over.
That is a wonderful shot from Ardianto.
9-16.
Well, it was about at this sort of stage in the opening game that the Japanese pair started to put on a bit of a spurt, so it wasn't enough in the end.
That's important for the Japanese there, because the Indonesians tried to get Hoki away from the front court. That's, I don't know if it's surprising, but it's noticeable that none of the pairs have really tried to play any form of defensive strategy. It's all been about changing it around, getting on the attack.
11-17.
Yeah, that little bit of reverse slice on that push from Alfian.
It requires such a quick, exactly, such a quick speed of thought.
Wow.
Flick to Hoki again.
13-17.
Well, I did mention just a moment ago that it was about this stage of the match that the pair that was losing in the opening game started to make a bit of a revival, and it appears the same thing is happening now in the second. Yeah, that's gone on.
They're serving really well.
Hoki challenges called out.
I saw that as way long.
Yeah, but I think it's a break the rhythm challenge.
Tactical challenge.
So just look each other in the eyes and say, hey, let's get this game
One challenge remaining
in the bag before we start thinking about any third game. This is not one yet.
14-17. Play.
He's flicked the last two times, Alfian.
Good serve again, but it wasn't terribly good, was it?
No.
18-14.
It almost became a drive serve.
Yeah. 3 points away from a third and deciding game.
Service over.
I seem to recall that's one of the Danes' take on Takuro Hoki when they attack him once at the backhand side, once at the forehand. It's always a little bit tricky to change defense from one side to the other.
Lucky net hold for Takuro Hoki. But they all count.
19-15. Service over. 16-19. Service over.
Super shot from Hoki.
20. Game point 16.
And it's 4 game point opportunities to send this to a decider.
Service over.
That is amazing return of
Cannot be
serve.
played any better.
20.
What a shot. 1 game point, brilliantly saved. Another 3 remain for Hoki and Kobayashi. And they convert on their second. 21-17, the second game.
Second game won by Takuro Hoki and Yugo Kobayashi. 21-17.
21-17, 40 minutes into the match, and we will retreat it to a third and deciding game.
Then next, Kobayashi step back. Geser lagi.
Final game. Level. Play.
So third and deciding game in the men's doubles final. Will history be created? And will Hoki and Kobayashi have become the first Japanese player to win a men's doubles major title on home soil? Pushed it wide. the Indonesians
love.
win their second title of the year. Taking the initiative, I guess, is going to be the key, Steen.
Yeah, the question that I'm not sure I have the answer to yet is how to get it from a Japanese perspective. Hoki was very alert on the third shot.
Service over. 1-all.
So shots like that where he's forced to play it from a little below the tape, can he maintain, get good shot quality on those? And that would be super important, so he's not forced to lift like he did in the first game. That's a good serve from Alfian. And then I think when the rallies are going on, when we're behind those first 2-3 shots, it's super important that Kobayashi stays close to Hoki on the front court, because the Indonesians, they are not going to lift voluntarily, and I mean, if they're playing flat pushes to the back court and can manage to keep them inside the back line, well, so be it, but it's going to be the front court where the game is decided. I'm certain about that.
Service error from Alfian.
Service over. 2-all.
A little bit of sleep there, Hoki.
3-2.
That was the opportunity. That one he's got to come forward on. He's got to come forward the moment he sees Kobayashi's defense goes to the backhand of Ardianto, because it's his job to play the next one so that they can get the attack, the Japanese.
Yeah, I appreciate that, but don't you think that also that just shows his lack of being able to change direction? He's had that calf muscle injury and the knee injury,
and
I think
that's a good point.
I think that was exposed a little bit there.
Service over. 3-4. Chat from Alfian to Ardianto there. Wasn't entirely satisfied. Oh, that's a beauty. Service over. 5-4.
Well done by Alfian. Good movement forward by Kobayashi.
Yeah.
Good rally. Brilliant. Super smash from Ardianto. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the longest rally so far as well. I think the longest we've had so far was 27 shots. That might be even longer.
Hoki.
Yeah, indeed it was.
Kobayashi.
From up here, which is a little bit difficult, but also from the returns, it looks like he's been serving absolutely magnificent Alfian. There was this one service error, but it doesn't really matter as long as the others are really, really tight over the net.
Push is long of the back line.
9-4.
Well, the home pair desperately need to keep the score a little tighter than this before the change of ends. Serve and an even better return. Yeah.
Service over. 5.
I think that's another example, Steen, of your point that Kobayashi now has really developed his flat game and his ability to come forward. I know he didn't come forward in that rally, but he's
to direct the shots.
Exactly.
And Hoki's got to go all the way up behind Kobayashi. There's no way Alfian is playing it long, and if there is, well then congratulations. See.
Service over. 10-5.
The push from Hoki was simply too loose, wasn't it?
And that's where earning yourself 5 centimeters, taking it a little bit earlier, 5 centimeters higher in terms of top of the tape could be so crucial.
Service over. 6-10.
Nice.
Service over.
Little push towards the tram line, past the front court player, with the shuttle landing in front of the rear court player. It's such a standard tactic in doubles, but it's so difficult to actually really play well. But that was perfection. And it's a 5-point advantage for Alfian and Ardianto here at the change of ends in the deciding game.
Kalau misalnya jangan balikan lurus Pak. Yang Kobayashi langsung maju. Kalau nggak ditendang, iya. Kalau dulu kalau nggak iya. Soalnya dia jaganya masuk belakang. Jadi terus
20 seconds.
panjangin dulu.
20 seconds. Coaches, return to your chairs. Players on court. Coaches. 11-6. play.
So I think the first 3 or 4 rallies since the change of ends might prove absolutely crucial.
Yeah, I agree. 6-11, that's not at all unassailable, but you've got to start scoring immediately. Otherwise, it also plays on your mind that you're many points behind and you try to make up for it a little bit too desperate.
But also, from the Indonesians' point of view, if your opponents score 2 or 3 points, quick points after the change of ends,
and we stop scoring,
and you think, oh no, this is the end we didn't do well at before, and then there's a panic from the Indonesians. All the psychology of it.
Service over. 12
short.
7.
Yeah, well short.
Kobayashi.
That's his second service error.
Interesting to see if they're going to flick Hoki. Looks like he's ready for it.
Service over. 8-12.
And again, the control from Kobayashi from below the tape, that's impressive.
Oh, that's loose.
9-12. Service over. 13-9.
We've reverted to very short rallies again, haven't we?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Well, he played a defensive shot earlier that came off the frame, and that attempted kill came off the frame.
And the 5-point cushion re-established. They shared the first 6 rallies here in the last part of the third game.
14-9.
That increases the pressure on the pair trailing.
Lucky netball created his own luck, so I thought, by outstretching that arm and taking the third shot early.
He's playing on the edge at the moment, Kobayashi.
He's the decisive player, I think, at the moment, Kobayashi.
Yeah. Going all out, not afraid to play up to 100%.
12-14. Play on.
So 3 straight points, and now just 2 points in it. Good return. Yeah, set up the rally with that wonderful return. Once again, towards the tram lines in the mid-court area.
Been way too short, the flick from Ardianto.
The interception from Hoki, and then the delicate little block. And now there's just 1 point in it.
Time of the last 6 to the Japanese.
Yeah.
And there's some signs that Hoki is also on the move here. So, momentum with the Japanese. Can they keep a cool mind now that they get clear to the goal line? That's going to be interesting to see.
Service over. 16-14.
It's way in. He could have played that, you know, Ardianto. That was a misjudgment.
Yeah.
15-16.
I wonder, is that a sign of nerves?
It's also, I don't expect them to win here. I don't expect to see them again before England. It's 5 months early.
That's going wide. Yep.
Service over. 17-15.
Ardianto. That misjudgment, leaving a shot he could have played. And then the service error.
So, Japanese perspective now, try and get the third shot to Ardianto. Of course, not a lift, but something that goes below the top of the tape.
Another error from Ardianto. And even more significantly, Hoki and Kobayashi back level. From a 9-14 deficit, 17 all.
Brilliant play by Alfian.
18-17.
Who can hold their nerve? Oh, what reactions. Unbelievable. Fabulous. What a terrific rally.
17.
Both pairs exploiting gaps on the other side of the court. Yeah, I think that maybe Hoki, in that final dive, landed on his chest and he's winded himself.
Players back on court.
Yeah, there was certainly a grimace there, wasn't there? But it's a yeah, he's struggling. 2-point advantage and 2 points away from their second title of the year. Alfian and Ardianto. Good flick serve. And a lucky net cord, would you believe it? Three match point opportunities for the number 3 seeds, Alfian and Ardianto. Missed it. It was a good flick serve. And Alfian and Ardianto come through this 3-game final against the home favourites and former world champions Hoki and Kobayashi. 21-17 in the deciding game in a match lasting an hour and 7 minutes. Well, they held their nerve in the end, the Indonesians. There was times when this man, Ardianto, had a bit of a nervous wobble towards the end of the match.
21-15, 17-21, 21-17.
So a 12th World Tour title for Alfian and Ardianto. The 5th at Super 500 level. opportunity for history to be created has slipped through the fingers of a Japanese men's doubles pair in a major final here on home soil in Japan.
They must be disappointed.
Confirmation of that scoreline, 21-15, 17-21, 21-17 in the deciding game. The victory to Alfian and Ardianto.
Award ceremony. Presenters and players, please gather in award area.
The final rally, the good flick serve. Have a look at the sheer delight for the Indonesians. Third final of the year. And a second title. Yeah, I think you're right, Steen. I think the Japanese pair must be disappointed with that. That was a real opportunity today.
It was. I was impressed with how they carried themselves. They were really graceful in defeat, and I think they're satisfied with the effort and the performance. There was a couple of net rollers at the end, so it could have gone their way.
Yeah. And as you said earlier, Hoki and Kobayashi, regardless of the results in today's final, have indicated that they're back as major contenders on the world stage in men's doubles after injury woes and problems.
Men doubles, the runners-up, Japan. Takuro Hoki, Yugo Kobayashi.
Takuro Hoki and Yugo Kobayashi in their first final in well over a year.
The winner, Indonesia, Fajar Alfian, Muhammad Ardianto.
In their first ever appearance here at the Kumamoto Masters, Fajar Alfian and Muhammad Ardianto win the title, and in doing so win their second World Tour title of the year after the All England Championships in March earlier this year.
はじめにメダルの贈呈です。プレゼンターは熊本県バドミントン協会会長木村洋一郎様です。
Well, Kobayashi played so well today, and it was great to see Takuro Hoki playing without strapping on either his knee or his calf muscle. So definitely working his way back to full fitness. But champions here in Kumamoto, Fajar Alfian, and the medal now for Muhammad Ardianto. A 17th career title and a 12th at World Tour level.
Next, we represent the special prizes. The presenter is Mr. Akio Ikeda, President of Kyushu Elementary School Badminton Federation.
続いて副賞の贈呈です。プレゼンターは九州小学生バドミントン連盟会長池田昭夫様です。 池田会長ありがとうございました。
We are also honored to have Kumamoto again.
熊本県営業部長兼幸せ部長くまモンも駆けつけてくれました。
Next, we will have a photo session.
それではフォトセッションです。
Kumamoto getting into the spirit of the finals day. So as the men's doubles pair of Alfian and Ardianto,
選手の皆さんおめでとうございます
they give Kumamoto a big hug as they leave centre stage. We look forward to our last two finals of the day. And next up is the men's singles. It's the Asian Games gold medalist Li Shifeng of China up against Leung Jun Hao in his first World Tour final for almost 7 years.